Holiday season is almost here, which means it's time for the biggest discounts of the year. In this video, I'm going to tell you the best earbuds you can buy for every budget range, from a teeny tiny $10 all the way up to $300. So there's something for everyone, and let's get into it right now. Selamat pagi! Good morning everyone, Kenneth here, and welcome to my customary end of year recommendations video. If you've been following the channel from years back, I'm so glad to see you again, and to those of you watching for the first time, welcome. I hope you find something useful. As always, my full disclosure is down in the description below, but what you need to know is you are getting my own honest opinion in every single video. Furthermore, this is more of my personal favorite list for each price bracket, but if you have a more specific use cases, for example, half-in-ear, sound quality for bass, clarity, mic quality, gaming, make sure to subscribe because I'm going to make individual recommendation videos in the coming weeks all the way until the end of the year. So you don't really want to miss getting these earbuds at their lowest price yet, and please use the affiliate links below to help me support the channel. Thank you so much. Okay, enough rambling. Let's start with the under $15 category now. And at this price point, you cannot go wrong with the Baseus Bowie WM02 or Bowie EZ10. Both of these earbuds surprised me not only by their nice build quality, but also decent sound that you can customize with the Baseus app. Things you don't expect from a budget this tight, which usually, as long as they make a sound, no one's going to complain. By the way, the only difference between this and the EZ10 is the case design, where EZ10 has a simpler litless design and a little bit wider sound staging too, which I personally like, but both of them have a similar, extremely small earbuds and ear tip size, perfect for those of you with smaller ears. The only downside is they don't have volume control, but it's hardly an issue when compared to other no-name brands you might get at this price point, which might have atrocious battery life, distorting sound. The choice is clear. Okay, let's move up to our next category, under $30 earbuds recommendation, which has been the sweet spot for years, and actually even more so today because we have one of the best value I've ever seen, period. Welcome, the Moondrop Space Travel. For $25, not only it's got good ANC and transparency, but the sound quality is so good, you wouldn't believe it's coming from an earbuds this cheap. And what makes it surprising is usually, no matter the price, earbuds with ANC will almost always sound worse than those without. And that's even more the case at this budget price point, like Realme Buds Air 2 Neo, Soundpeats Live, all $30 earbuds with ANC. I've never really recommended them because of the sound quality, but the Space Travel breaks that convention. Sure, the ANC transparency is slightly better on the Soundpeats Live. There's no volume control here, and the battery is just enough at 4 hours with ANC on. But man, the sound quality simply smokes everything in this price budget. And add to that the 3 EQ presets you can find in the Moondrop Link app. It will satisfy your bass hunger or clarity needs. It's the whole package that makes it so appealing. And oh, not to forget the gaming mode here. They have it, and it's actually very good. You activate it on 4 taps and it goes as low as 160 millisecond, which is literally the best this SBC codec can do, unless you go into like the dongles and LC3 codec. Now, if you want to know more about the Space Travel, I'll link my full review in the description below. But let's say you want an alternative with longer battery life, you cannot go wrong with the good old Soundpeats Free 2 Classic. This doesn't have ANC or transparency, but the sound quality is not too far off from Moondrop. It's got full controls including volume, and it can play music up to 8 hours, which is double of what you get with the Moondrop. But you probably are very familiar with this earbuds already, so let's move on to the next category and talk about the under $60 price bracket. And here we have another winner of the year with the Soundpeats Engine 4. Focusing solely on sound quality, you're putting all your budget into high-quality dual dynamic drivers, which allows it to reveal tiny details you would start to get from wireless earbuds twice the price. And I highly recommend you check out my review because I have a couple of custom EQ recommendations for different use cases like bass, treble, mids. It can do everything, and it's very nice. On top of that, these earbuds are very compact. The case is very pocketable and actually comes in a very cool shiny bronze finish. So much very here, but bear with me, it's very good. But let's get back to the features. You get everything, including multi-point connection, LDAC, complete controls including volume, and the cherry on top is the ultra long battery life of more than 12 hours, which to be honest is overkill for any use cases, and the game mode is actually decent at 200 milliseconds. Now, if you'd like something with ANC and transparency, we actually have some nice options from Edifier. Firstly is the new TWS 1 Pro 2, amazing ANC that could rival earbuds more than twice the price. But do temper your expectations when it comes to sound quality, because it's more of the, normal bassy kind, and you cannot EQ it manually too. You only have 4 presets in the app. Good thing is I've seen it go as low as $40, which is very accessible. But if you like a better sound that can be customized and also physical buttons, which is quite rare to see these days, the Edifier W240TN might see a steep discount going below $60. Although it's worth noting that none of these Edifiers support multi-point connection. Still, the W240TN is one of my favorite as well. Okay, let's finally move into the 3 digits category, starting with the under $100 price bracket. And out of the 4 earbuds I reviewed in this video, personally, the clear winner to me this time around is the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. This is a version of Liberty 4 last year that puts back focus on the basics, like the new adaptive ANC is so good, none can beat it at this price point. The microphone is one that you can rely on no matter if you have call indoors or outdoors. The sound quality is also better than a similarly priced Space A40. Still not super amazing, mind you, but it's quite balanced and fun, and the battery life stays strong at 8 hours with ANC on, with 4 more charges in the case along with multi-point LDAC, auto wind noise reduction, and wireless charging. It's a feature set you would expect from a flagship earbuds, and you get everything, hopefully for as low as $70 to $80 during the holiday sales. So keep your eyes on these ones, and please use the affiliate links below in the description to help me support the channel. Once again, thank you very much. Alright, now on to the part where price is not an issue. Let's talk about under $300 category, which is mostly my thoughts on the big brand flagship earbuds, but hopefully still gives you a good idea on which one to get. Starting from the Sony WF-1000 XM5. Finally, the earbud size is smaller now, fixing my discomfort issue with the XM4. And it still keeps the 8-hour battery life with ANC on, which is better than the other flagships from Bose and Apple that last only 6 hours. Speaking of ANC, of course it's got an update matching the competition, but because it comes by default with foam tips, it naturally isolates you better against higher frequency noise, although the fit might be too tight for some. Sound quality also got a big revamp. It's a complete departure from the dark tuning of the XM4 into something crisp and clear, which is actually very well reviewed. And other things it fixed is the controls, where you can finally assign volume control on single tap, along with track control on double tap. I know this sounds normal for any earbud, but trust me, it wasn't possible before. Furthermore, it's the normal flagship stuff like multi-point connection, wireless charging. At least it should be the norm until you realize on the second earbud here, you don't have it, which is the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra, nor the Quiet Comfort 2 it's replacing. Okay, well, the wireless charging case is an extra $50, but multi-point is nowhere to be seen. Even single bud use, like independent use, took some time to arrive as a software update on this Bose. So I'm mind blown, to be honest, but having tried one myself, I gotta say the ANC is hands down the best one in the market, blocking the most mid to high frequency noise without any cumbersome foam tips, any excessive pressure feeling, and it's extremely comfortable to wear too. But before buying, I highly recommend you try one out in store and listen to the sound quality by yourself, because it's got a warm tuning with plenty of bass. Most people would be fine with a little bit of basic tweaking in the app. It's a simple 3-band EQ, but the selling point for this is going to be that ANC and comfort. But if you're asking, should I get the Quiet Comfort Ultra or the Quiet Comfort 2 it's replacing, there's not a big difference between the two. So the older Quiet Comfort 2 can actually be cheaper. You could probably get it under $200. That will be a great deal. Okay, finally, the Apple AirPods Pro 2 here. This is one that I kept from last year. It's surprisingly the cheapest of the bunch, retailing at $250. A full $50 off Sony and Bose. The latest update comes with USB-C charging port, support for lossless audio for upcoming Apple Vision headset, although that's not very important. And with the latest iOS 17 update, it's getting faster device switching, new adaptive mode where it adjusts noise cancellation and transparency according to your environment, and also conversation awareness where it automatically fades music when you start talking. To be honest, all of the other flagships, even Samsung earbuds, have similar features, but I always turn them off because I prefer manual control. But you know what? Where the AirPods Pro 2 really shines is when you have an ecosystem full of Apple devices. Things like seamless switching from your iPhone to iPad to Mac to Apple TV. And I never really bother with spatial audio, but for watching videos and movies, it's actually pretty cool to hear the sound like it's coming from the device you're watching, or an immersive experience when watching to Dolby Atmos tracks in Netflix. And by the way, it's got full controls too, including volume by swiping up and down on the stem, and a plethora of accessories to get, like I do with mine here, which is actually pretty cool. Alright, last but not least, I just wanted to quickly mention the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 3. Easily will be another great recommendation, although unlike the other brands, they didn't make a new one this year, so it's a model from last year, which means you probably could get a deep discount, even under $200, which is going to be amazing. So keep your eyes on those as well. Use the links in the description to help me support the channel, and thank you so much for your support. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. Let me know in the comments if you have more questions. I put some of my reviews here and also down below for you to check out. And speaking of which, we're actually so close to hitting 100,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button. Let me know down below so I can thank you personally. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Kenneth. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.